secret voices that I do either, so. Don't do that. So yeah, as he said, my name is Ali, and I live in a pretty white neighborhood. I thought I'd start off by saying that because it's vital to know about me, is that I live in a white neighborhood. It's so white. Like I didn't really realize this until like a few weeks ago, how white it really is. Like it's unbelievably white. Like you can walk the street, if you were to see a Mexican, an Arab, a black person, a minority in general. It's not, they're not even minorities in the area, they're like a rarity. Like it's a rare Pokemon. Like if you see a person, it's like literally catching like Alakazam. Like, they're so rare. It's like when you see someone of a minority, it's like seeing a black person in Get Out. It's literally what's up, man? How'd you get here? Woo! You notice all these white people? You sure in the right area? So, I mean, I just noticed this, and my mother, who she pointed this out to me, she gave me this epiphany. She came home from grocery shopping one time, and she's like, Ali, I noticed something. And I was like, what's that, Mom? She's like, have you noticed any black people in our apartment? And I was like, Mom, that's racist. But then I thought about it, and she was right. Like, the only black person in the entire apartment is the doorman. And that's not fair to him, but he's not really a resident, so he doesn't count. And I was like, that's racist, Mom, but you're right. I haven't really seen it. I was like, why is that? I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't study this shit. Like, I couldn't tell you why they don't like this area. So do you think they can't afford it? I was like, Mom, that's also racist. Like, that's a path you don't want to go down. And she's like giving me examples, like, they're never in this area, and then she started talking about how all these other observations she hasn't seen black people or minorities in, like, you never see a black person in a baseball game. I was like, maybe they don't want to sit through 9 innings. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She's like asking all these hard questions, so that's the whole reason as to why I live in a white neighborhood. This all makes sense for a reason, because it's so white that even when people rob you, they rob you only a white person way would be. I remember one time when I was like 12 or 13 years old, I can't remember exactly how old I was. I was just walking back home, and then this one kid comes up behind me and proceeds to try to rob me. But the way that he robbed me and the way that he spoke was not the way you would normally be robbed. So he comes up, I'm just walking, this guy comes up with his hand sticking, or like his finger sticking out of his pocket, and he just comes up like, yo, let me get your money. So there's two things wrong with this situation. First of all, what is that supposed to be? Like, it can't be a gun, because let's be honest, that's too small. And second of all, what's with the word choice? Like, it's like he wanted to be a thug, but then he remembered where he lived. Like he said, let me, which is the incorrect way of saying let me, get yo, which is not correct because it's get your. Or no, they said get, and they said your money. So he said your correctly, but he couldn't get let me right. I wanted to correct him, I really did, but I was scared shitless. For some reason, this little, mini water pistol in his pocket is really how you're going. So he was like, yo, let me get your money. And I was like, dude, I panicked. Like, literally, I broke down like I was watching a Notebook. Like, I was like, dude, please. And I was raised well. I didn't have a phone or a wallet until I was, almost in college. You know, that's how we do it in, the Arab world. So we don't get anything until, 20 years past its, actual time. So I was like, I don't have anything. He's like, all right, empty your pockets. And I'm a nerd in high school, so I lost the most precious thing to this thief. He took my math homework. So I was unable to do my math homework. I'm sitting here bawling my eyes out. And here's where it becomes evident that this guy is, one, in a white neighborhood, and two, never robbed someone. Once he saw me crying, he proceeded to comfort me. He put his arm around me. He's like, yo, it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Like I just lost my father or something. He was like, it's gonna be. Then it just got weird. He started telling me about himself, how many family members he has. Like, yo, what's up? My name is Joey. I go to the high school right here. I was like, oh my God, this is taking a turn for the positive. And I was like, this is amazing. So I started exchanging numbers with Joey. He recently got married. I was one of his best men. So I mean, things can happen in my neighborhood that you just wouldn't normally see in other neighborhoods. That's why it's so white. So I mean, it was an epiphany for me. So Seriously? You just get that joke? Everyone laughed like 20 minutes ago. Are you just getting it now? Yeah, so that's basically my white neighborhood. It's also not only like extremely white, but it's also kind of thuggish. Mostly my high school. I went to Lincoln Park. Anybody here went to Lincoln Park High School? Nobody's Don't lie. You don't have. It's not like a fantastic high school where like I really needed you to go there. So I remember one time I was walking to and from class because it's two buildings, and this one guy comes up to me, like a friend of mine. Well, he's not a friend. Let's just say he's an acquaintance. So this acquaintance comes up to me, and he's like, "Yo, I really need you to do something. I really need you to take this bag and take it into the other building." And I was like, anything for an acquaintance, right? Like, this is how friendships are made. It goes into an acquaintance, and it goes into a budding, beautiful flower of a friendship. So I took the bag, and I walked in very confident. And we have security in this building. So I put the bag down, and it goes through the scanner, and they're like, "Sir, this bag is very heavy." And of course, the first thing comes into an Arab's mind, I'm fucked. This is a bomb. They're gonna put me in jail. ISIS will claim responsibility. And all of a sudden, my life will take a turn for the worse. They open the bag, and it's just cans of beer, which I was relieved, but I was also in trouble. So the relief didn't really last that long. So I went to the dean's office, and the dean's office is really used to, and I don't mean to be racist, black people getting in trouble. So when he saw a non-black person come, he knows how the drill goes. Like, yeah, you fucked up, yeah, I fucked up. You're expelled, yeah, I'm expelled. And then it's over. So now he sees someone like me, and he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have fun with this. So he's like, he comes up and he's trying to act tough, right? So the first thing he says, takes out my file, Ali Abdu. I was like, hold it right there. If you're gonna make fun of me, at least pronounce my name right. Like, I'm not gonna lose, like, that puts my dignity here already. Like, you saying anything after that won't really scare me. So he got it right, and then he proceeded to try to scare me. And he's like, you ever been in trouble? I was like, no, sir, I actually have a perfect attendance since kindergarten. I haven't missed it. So, he's like, you ever been to jail? I was like, stupid question. I just told you Clearly that doesn't involve jail. Besides, if I was in jail, I wouldn't have perfect attendance. So how would I So then he was clearly seeing that this isn't working. So then he's like, you know, dude, kids like you, if they go to jail, they might drop the soap. You know what that is? I didn't. So I was like, sir, to be honest, I don't know what that means. Like, you know what happens when you drop the soap? I was like, if I'm being particular, like trying to be like real here, I'm very good with the material that I use in my shower, so I don't drop anything. So those chances are very small. And if I may add, I use shampoo, so there's no option of any soap being dropped. Like if I squirt it and it falls on the ground, I'm not going after it, so it's just gonna kind of lay there on the ground. So I don't know what that means. He was furious by this point. Like none of his tactics were working. And he's like, you listen to me, motherfucker. And that's when you know when someone is screwed. Like they start being real stern and they're like pointing at you when there's no reason to point because I'm right there and we've been having a conversation for the past 15 minutes, so you pointing means nothing to me, that you listen to me, motherfucker. I was like, yeah, what's up? He's like, yeah, I got nothing. I was like, am I free to go? He's like, yeah. So I left, and the only bad thing about this whole story is that the acquaintance never really became a friend. I haven't talked to him in a while, so that's about it. Thanks so much.